Let's talk about Platform Hub, what it is, why it exists, and why it matters if you're a platform engineer. But before we get there, I just want to start with a picture of what I think most platform engineers will recognize. Because if you've been doing this job for any length of time, you'll probably have lived through some version about what we're about to see. So here you are, platform engineer. You've got teams, and let's say to start with, you have three teams, Team A, Team B, and Team C. In reality, you've probably got more, but three is enough to feel the pain. Each of these teams has a deployment pipeline. They all started from the same place. 6 months ago, someone on your team wrote a solid pipeline. Good steps, good order, sensible defaults, and you shared it. Use this as your starting point. And they did for about 2 weeks. And then Team A decided they needed an extra approval step. Fair enough. Team B changed the notification logic because they use a different Slack channel, and also fair. And Team C, well, Team C has a senior engineer, and that person rewrote the entire workflow because they have strong opinions about how deployments should work. And so they rewrote most of it, and now you've got three pipelines that were supposed to be identical, and they're not. They're close enough to look the same from a distance, but different enough that when something breaks, you can't reason about them the same way. You've got pipeline drift. Okay, so what about governance? What about the standards that are supposed to prevent this drift? Well, they exist somewhere. Maybe it's a Confluence page that was last updated 8 months ago, maybe. Maybe it's a Slack thread where someone asked, do we need to do this security scan? To which someone replied with a thumbs up emoji. Maybe, and this is the one that keeps platform engineers up at night. Maybe the standards live in someone's head, and that person is on holiday. The point is that governance exists, but it's not connected to the thing that it's supposed to govern. It's a wish, not a rule. And then there's the glue. Every DIY platform has a glue layer. It's the shell scripts, it's the CI workarounds, it's the shared YAML that nobody's touched since the person who wrote it left the company. It's the layer that connects all the other layers, and it's the layer that breaks first. Some teams go further. They build a portal, a proper internal developer platform, custom UI, self-service, onboarding, the whole works. And I'm not going to tell you that that was a bad idea. It probably made sense at the time, but it took 6 months to build. It takes 2 full-time engineers to maintain, and every time the underlying infrastructure changes, the portal has to be updated as well. So here's the full picture. This is what I call the DIY platform. It works mostly until it doesn't. And then when it doesn't, you're the one who gets the call. That is the pattern that most platform engineering teams fall into. Not because they're bad at their jobs. It's the opposite, actually. They're good enough to build all of this. The question is whether they should have to. So what's the alternative? How do you get to the standardization and governance that you need without building and maintaining everything from scratch? That's what Platform Hub is. Platform Hub is a capability built directly into Octopus Deploy. It's not a separate product. It's not a plugin. It's part of the platform you're already using for deployments or the platform you're evaluating right now. And it gives you 2 building blocks to start with: process templates and policies. Templates define the how. How does software get deployed in this organization? What are the steps? What is the order? What's required? You define that once, centrally, and teams use it. Policies define the what. What must be true before a deployment is allowed to proceed? What are the rules? And critically, what happens when a deployment breaks one of those rules? Underneath all of this, your teams. But look at the difference. The same shape, the same size, the same connection. The consistency isn't aspirational anymore, it's structural. And now there's more on the roadmap: project setup patterns, change management, but I want to focus on what's available today because these 2 pieces solve the problems that hurt the most. So let's dig into process templates. This is where the day-to-day value lives for most platform teams. A process template is a complete deployment workflow, not a snippet, not a step, the whole thing. Here's an example. This is a template for deploying a microservice. Now, if you've worked with Octopus before, you might be thinking, that sounds like a deployment process, and you'd be right. It looks the same. The difference is where it lives and how it connects. This template lives in Platform Hub. It's a blueprint, a pattern that you, as the platform engineer, own and maintain. When a team needs to deploy a new microservice, they create a deployment workflow from this template. Payment APIs uses the template. Inventory service uses the template. Checkout web, notification service, all the same template. And this is where it gets interesting. If you've worked with a step template before in Octopus, you'll know they're reusable building blocks for individual steps. Process templates are a level above that. They're the entire pipeline, the full deployment workflow end to end. But the really critical part, the thing that separates this from just copying and pasting a pipeline, is that these projects are connected to the template. They're not copies, they're not forks, they're live references. So when you update the template, say from version 2.3 to 2.4, maybe you've added a security scan step because your compliance team requires it. That change flows through to every project that uses that template. There's one update, 4 projects, done. You didn't open 4 different project configurations. You didn't send a Slack message saying, hey, everyone, please update your steps. You changed the template, and the template is the truth. Compare that to what came before. 15 pipelines that were supposed to be the same. 12 of them were close enough. 2 of them were missing steps that were added 3 months ago. And one of them is a custom step that no one remembers why it was there in the first place, and everyone's afraid to touch it. Process templates don't just remove duplication. They eliminate an entire category of problems, the problems that come from drift. Okay, so templates cover the how. Let's talk about the what. What must be true before a deployment is allowed to go to production? This is policies. A policy is a rule written in Rego, which is the same language used by Open Policy Agent. So if your team is already using OPA for Kubernetes admission control or infrastructure policies, this will feel familiar. The policy runs before every deployment. Octopus evaluates it automatically. There's no manual step, no checkbox, no, did you remember to check the compliance doc? If the deployment meets the policy, it proceeds. Green light, off to production. But if it doesn't, it's blocked. But, and this is the point I want to emphasize, it doesn't just fail silently. It doesn't say denied. It tells the developer exactly what went wrong and exactly how to fix it. That last part matters a lot, because if you've ever worked with a regulated environment, you know that the worst part of governance is the kind of a system that just says no without any explanation. So developers hit a wall, they don't know why, they start to file a ticket, and they wait 3 days, and then everyone's frustrated. Platform Hub policies are designed to be helpful guardrails, not brick walls. The developer sees the failure, sees the remediation steps, fixes the issue, and then redeploys. Self-service compliance. Here's what a policy looks like in practice. It's a few lines of Rego. This one says, deny the deployment if there's an approval step before production. Simple, readable, and critically, version control. You can now review policy changes the same way you reviewed code changes. Now compare this to how most organizations handle governance today. It's a spreadsheet or a checklist in Confluence. Somebody manually verifies that the deployment meets the standard before giving the green light. It's manual, which means it's slow. It's skippable because it's unreliable. And there's no real audit trail. That means that if your auditor asks, how can I prove that this was checked? You're scrambling. Policies in Platform Hub are audited automatically. Every evaluation, pass or fail, is recorded. When your compliance team asks for evidence, you don't go digging through stack threads. You pull the audit log. Now, let me pull back and show you how this all fits together, because seeing the full picture is, I think, where it clicks. At the top, we have Platform Hub. This is your layer, the platform engineer's layer. This is where you define how software gets delivered across your organization. Templates on one side, policies on the other, standardization and governance are connected. In the middle, Octopus Deploy, doing what it does best. Orchestration, environment promotion, RBAC, approval workflows, ITSM integrations with ServiceNow or Jira Service Management, and deployment targets, Kubernetes, VMs, cloud services, Argo CD if you're doing GitOps. The orchestration doesn't care what you're deploying to. It handles all of it. At the bottom, your teams, all of them, running projects that inherit from your templates, deploying through life cycles that enforce your policies, targeting infrastructure that Octopus manages. When Team F joins next quarter, they won't start from scratch. They don't clone someone else's pipeline and hope for the best. They pick a template, create a project, and they're deploying, with every guardrail already in place. Onboarding goes from weeks of back and forth to minutes of self-service. And when something changes, new compliance requirement, new security standard, new environment, you update the template or the policy once, and then it applies everywhere. You're not chasing 40 teams with a Slack message. You're not helping people read the Confluence update. The platform enforces it. So this is the shift. On the left, the world most platform teams live in today, build it yourself, custom tooling, glue code, governance by hope. It takes months to set this up, and you never stop needing maintenance. On the right, Platform Hub, your templates, your policies, your standards, built into the platform, not bolted on top. Consistent, reliable, and self-service for teams who use it. I want to be clear about what Platform Hub isn't. It's not a complete internal developer platform out of the box. It's not going to replace every custom tool you've built. What it does is it gives you a structured, governed foundation for the deployment part of your platform, which, if you're honest about where most of the pain is usually the part that hurts the most. Platform Hub is available today for Octopus Deploy Enterprise customers. Process templates and policies are both live and shipping. If you're a platform engineer and spending more time maintaining your platform than improving it, this is worth a look. Head over to octopus.com to learn more, or just reach out. We're always happy to have a chat. Happy deployments.